right, these are some Dinar Guru updates. Starting off with Mark Z via PDK. Heard the dong is not going in the same basket as the dinar. It will go with the Asian basket. I hope you're right, but I don't believe you are. Iraq holds a crazy amount of Vietnamese dong in its foreign currency reserves, and Vietnam holds a crazy amount of dinar in theirs. It would create a global economic imbalance if they do not go at the same time. All right, Walk-in Stick and Frank 26, in our opinion, this week or at the start of next week, you're going to start seeing more articles from the CBI. One, the first articles that will be coming is an affirmation of the meetings that the CBI has been having with what we call the Fab Four. These meetings are still ongoing. Number two, once you see these articles of an affirmation about these meetings and their agreements of what they're going to do with their monetary reform, a few days later after that, you're going to see more articles from the CBI with information on the face value of the new small category notes. Frank speaking for the CBI to the citizens of Iraq. Citizens of Iraq, you have dinar in mattress, don't you? That's okay. The 1,000, the 500, whatever you have, they're still going to coexist, but only for a certain time frame, Iraqi citizens. GOI, you go ahead and use the 50K and the 100K for business. Number three, the CBI will also discuss in these articles to the citizens what was agreed upon with the new exchange rate and the real effective exchange rate. Number four, these meetings are still ongoing. They will continue even after the value of the Iraqi dinar goes up and pegs to the American dollar. These meetings will continue to make sure that everything is according to what they all agreed upon. Mark Z via PDK, yes, it is true. We started seeing rates again in the banks. One day last week, we saw them for about 18 hours, showed at $15. Something may be a placeholder, and now more banks are starting to see currencies are showing with rates. Currencies that weren't even listed before. And included in this, of course, is the dinar. Rates are fluctuating a good bit since the first time we saw them a week or so ago. It was in the $15 range. Now it's fluctuating. I have been told the rates bounced around between $9 and $18. Are these rates placeholders? I don't know, but are we close? I certainly think so. Stay grounded. Could happen 2 minutes from now or 3 weeks. Nobody knows. Iraq Parliament continues to meet, pushing to close out their budget, and a new rate is expected to be in there, of course. All right, Ray Ren 98. Several banks have reported seeing rates on their screens, and our Treasury contacts are now confirming such sightings. Some banks reported fluctuating rates throughout last week and then stabilizing for the past 2 days. The bank staffers and Treasury are convinced that we are at an any minute now type of status, but time will tell. All right, Jeff, Friday I said Iraq most likely will not complete the budget until Saturday, March 20th, 24 hours before they change their rate. That way they can hide the budget figures from you. Article quote, new statement from the Minister of Finance regarding income tax, exchange rate, and salaries of 2021. Quote, Alawi issued a new statement regarding changing the exchange rate of the dollar in the 21 budget. We do not know the final form of the general budget amended by Parliament, unquote. They just told you they're hiding the figures from you. They have not publicly shown you the real true budget. Mark my words, they're most likely going to approve the 2021 budget on March 20th, Saturday. Frank 26, the closing of the auctions was amazing, powerful for our investment. The closing of the Federal Reserves was the same thing. All right, foot forward, question. It feels very close to me, but after 10 years, I'm cautious. Does it feel close to you? Answer, I've been saying for some time now, I feel this is the time and season. So much is coming together now. All right, Mountain Goat article quote, the last pages of Subjugating the State of Iraq, subjugating the Iraqi dinar to withdraw cash from the people, which exceeds the financial potential of the state as it is known that the monetary properties in circulation, unquote. They are telling us the need to shrink the money supply. Then why are they doing this? This is being done for what comes next, the global currency. If you shrink the money supply, then each dinar is worth more. Get it? All right, and Mark Z via PDK. Two sites are claiming there are three baskets: Middle East, Asia, and West. What are your thoughts? Answer: there used to be multiple baskets. We have been told they moved this to a one and go event. They're all moved together into one. I ran this up every flagpole I know, and they all agree. All baskets will be going at the same time. There may be a few countries held out because they are not ready, and they will have to float to catch up. This is what I have been told. All right, Bruce via Wiser Now. What's happening and what we're seeing today is that some Intel faucets are being turned off to where sometimes there is only a drip coming out of the faucet. The good news portion of that is that when things get tight, when people become tight-lipped or zip-lipped and are not allowed to share under an NDA or a gag order, they have just literally been told not to communicate. That's a very good sign that things are close. That is probably the best indicator that we are right there, almost ready to start. All right, Jeff, government of Iraq tweet, quote, setting a new exchange rate for the Iraqi dinar against the US dollar as part of the economic reform program adopted by at Iraqi government, which films to address the immediate financial crisis and placing the Iraqi economy on a sustainable path. They devalued the currency on December 20th. 90 days would take us to Sunday, March 21st. They started talking about increasing the exchange rate of the dinar against the dollar about a week ago on Monday. Wow.